Hello friends, in this video I'm explaining to you how is the rear hub of the mountain bike built and also how is the Freehub body assembly built. I know that quite often when you disassemble everything, you then don't know which balls go on the drive side, which to the left side, how many balls you should have on each side. What about all those seals? It's pretty easy if you know the right order. This is the specialized pitch from, I believe, about 2020 model year. And this is pretty typical build for the standard or just old school hub with the angular bearings. So let's start. First off, of course, you can service the hub bearings without disassembling the Freehub body. I did it just to show you everything, and I also had to do it because all these bearings will totally dry, and the wheel, when the wheel was spinning and the Freehub body was just standing still, it was really loud. So this is our axle, here is our drive side bearing and the non-drive side. As I said, these are the angular bearing, so you can see the bearing race right here. And on this bike we have 9 balls on the left side and 9 balls on the right side or the drive side, right? So this is the Freehub here, so that's the side with the cassette on it. So same amount of the balls on both sides here, and this bearing race will push these balls against this bearing race, right? So this is the left side, you can see the disc rotor right here. And then that might be more tricky for you. This bearing race will push these balls against this bearing race. And this is the ring which will assemble the Freehub body to your hub. And now let's go over all these parts just for the hub assembly without the Freehub body. Okay, so if you only want your wheel to spin better, you will service these two. We have this seal on the outer side, non-drive side. Then we have this nut. It goes with these grooves to the right side, to the drive side. Then there is a little spacer. Then there is a larger spacer. This one here is not always there. I believe it's just for these two. I mean, so that you can when you tighten this one won't spin and won't push the bearing race against the balls. Okay, and then we have this bearing race with this lip here, and then this lip goes against this lip, which you put inside your hub after you put the balls there. The grease, the balls, and then goes this lip. And then these two lips, when they go against each other, they will do some additional sealing. And then on the other side we have this bearing race and the nut. You start by tightening the right side or the drive side, and then you put all these parts on the left side. So this is your hub, which is really easy to do. And then we have Freehub body. Here you can see, I'm sorry for not the best lighting, it's difficult to show you. You can see the bearing race, the inner one or the left one, because it goes like this on your wheel, right? It will have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 little balls right here. Then there is the other bearing, the outer bearing right there, and it will have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 balls. And then these two poles and their ring. The ring here is worn. I ordered a new one. You need to know the diameter of it. The Shimano, like 26, 28 millimeters, is much larger than this one. This one, I believe, is just about 22 millimeters. And don't be misguided by these three. You see, you have like one groove, second one, and the third one here, because you only have 2 poles, and they will go into those 2 larger one. You see? So when we look at it like this, the one at 2 o'clock and let's say 6, 7 o'clock, these are the places for your poles. And then there are some seals. This tiny seal will go right here on this little lip and the groove right here on your Freehub. And then there is another seal which goes right here on the hub side. Okay, so these 2 will stop the water from coming inside your Freehub, and especially the inner bearings. Then you have these balls which will go to the outer bearing right here, and the other side of that bearing is here. This is your bearing race, right? So on this ring you have 2 bearing races. This is the outer one is for the hub balls, and the inner one, smaller one, is for those smaller balls for the Freehub. Before you put this one, when you already have the balls here installed, you use these spacers. Not necessarily 3, as many spacers as you have on your hub will be needed there. What do? They allow you to assemble the Freehub body and tighten it without over tightening your balls, right? Because they have to, these 3 will stop your bearing race from going too far into these balls. And this is basically it. These are all the parts on this really classical hub, and I'm about to assemble it. Any additional videos to this, like disassembling and assembling, if I make them, the link will be in the description. I hope it was pretty clear for you guys.